Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. So I think there's been enough mayhem on the channel, and it's time to get back to doing some modelling. Before I start, thanks everybody for your kind comments again on my last video. Really do appreciate it. But as I say, let's get back and do some modelling. So some of you may have seen Greg Reilly's video of today where he announced the In Your House build, and basically myself, Greg and Steve Mottram are going to do a buddy build whilst we're in lockdown or isolation. And we decided, or we tried to find a kit that we all had, and eventually we settled on a Tiger. So Greg's doing the Reilly Tiger, which, as I say, you would have seen from his video. A very involved looking kit, quite a bit of PE in that, separate link tracks and all that, and that's just a bit out of my league, so I wanted to go for something a lot simpler. I've picked this a Zvezda early Tiger. Now I've had this in the stash for quite a while. I don't actually have a built Tiger of my own, so I'm quite looking forward to this to this kit. So let's have a quick look inside. You'll see that compared to the Reilly kit there isn't a lot of detail, but let's have a look. Okay, the first thing to show you is the rubber band tracks. Now these are slightly different in that they come in two lengths to make up a complete track. So these two sections, I believe, you have to glue them or melt them together to make one section, and obviously we got two of those. It would be pretty useless for the kit if we hadn't. So here's the bathtub kind of lower hull. Some welding detail in there, which is quite nice. I like these bolts as well for the side skirts. Sorry, not the side skirts, the like track guards. I think there's a bit of welding detail there as well. That's quite nice. Bit of a weld detail on there. I don't know whether you can see because of the reflection just there. Upper hull, and again some quite nice detail on that as well. We've got the weld seam there. So here's the turret, and I think all this sprue is the turret. Now what Greg mentioned to me, and I wasn't aware, is that he believes that this Zvezda kit has interior detail for the turret, so it doesn't actually have it for the chassis inside there, but it does have the detail for the turrets, and so that'll be quite nice. I've not built a kit, I don't think, with interior detail, so this will be a nice little one to get started on that kind of thing. So that's that. The gun, as you can see, is in two halves, so we'll have to try and get the seam out of that. We've got the gun breech there, so that's looking quite good. Here's the top of the turret, and again you can see weld seams in there as well, so that's quite nice. So this sprue is well, quite a few things. Here's the what did I call them, track guard kind of skirts. Here we have the front glacis plate. We have the FIFO filters here, tow cables, tools. This is the shrouds for the exhausts. Now what I've noticed on this is you've got these here, and those are the shape for the fans, at least for the engines, so that's quite nice. I've got the grills there, just there, sorry. Some more FIFO filter sections there. Okay, so we have two identical sprues, so I'll just show you the one. These are the road wheels, obviously. That's the fans for the engine. I just showed you where they sit inside those sections. That's quite good. We've got some separate link tracks there. They go on the side of the turret. And those are the obviously the arms for the wheels to sit on. So I'm quite impressed with this kit because there seems quite. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 big sprues, and obviously the bathtub hull and tops. That's quite a lot of parts. I'll show you quickly the instructions. So there's your sprue call out there. Now it's giving you two options at the top. I'm hoping you can see that all right. Version 1, version 2. I think the differences are you have the hatches open on version 2. That's all that is. So as Greg told me and was correct, here's the interior detail for the turret. So that's going to be interesting and hopefully a lot of fun, painting that up and putting it together. Then, as I say, we've got the cooling fans and the rear of the hull. Sorry, the rear of the hull there. Stowage bin, and that's the turret going together up the top. And then you've got the road wheels coming together. Quite a few parts going on the hull there, both on the top, as you can see just here. The exhaust itself is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Grills, as I mentioned, the track guards. So not a bad looking kit. I just hope the fit is okay. Right, so on the back we've got basically 2 Tigers we can make up. I think one is in the standard, trying to work out what colour that is, 18. Yeah, desert yellow. So this one's in desert yellow, and then this one's in desert yellow and 48 German camouflage red. So, but I shan't be doing either of those. As you know, I'm quite a fan of the Gross Deutschland division, its history and whatever. So I'm going to be making this tank up as one of their vehicles. Now, a while back, Steve Mottram very kindly sent me these, and they're basically metal masks for putting letters and numbers on your tanks. Obviously, these are for German tanks, so they won't work for Allied stuff. Let me just get one of the sheets out. So that's one of the sheets there, and as I say, there was a second sheet. Now, what I can do with this is I can create a tank that had S20 on it, which was Gross Deutschland. As I say, I can use the S, but the digits for the Tiger that's shown with the S on are about half the size, so it would be normal size S, and then the 20, which is the one I've seen, would be half the size, so I may have to revert back to decals. I'll have to see what I can do with that. But anyway, it's my intention to do a Grossdeutschland tank. Now I can either do it in Panzer Grey or I can do it in the Dunkelgelb. I will be doing it in Panzer Grey because that is my preferred colour for my German tanks. So that's basically it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers for joining the channel. Hopefully now I'm getting back into the routine of doing some modelling. You will enjoy some of the stuff that I show and produce. I will be producing videos more regularly now, and as I say, hopefully you will like what you see. Thank you to my old subscribers too for sticking with me and staying in there. Thanks ever so much, guys. Basically that's it. Look after yourselves, you know, keep yourselves safe, stay indoors as much as possible, and hopefully we can get through this this virus and come out the other side all well. Alright, take care, guys. God bless.